Конничева! Конничева! Конничева!
Так, дорога, микс, дорога. Ну что, ты наконец-то дождался второй заказанной игры. Успел накопить почти на третью, бля, пока ждал. Будем надеяться, что не дропнешь. Ну, посмотрим, как оно там пойдет. Так. Полный окно без рамки. А то хуйня. Только белое все, блядь. Но если не белое, то черное. Продолжить. Пойдем, блядь, продолжать. Пойду комп включу. Масштабы используйте page up, page down. Саперы могут избавиться от мин от газовых ловушек. Вот здесь полезные советы, не то что в Геншине. Не то что в этом вашем Геншине, бля. Page up, page down, бля. Нихуя. Правда, скролл также работает, конечно. А можно труп взять? Не? Применить. Это что значит применить? Ёб твою мать, блядь. А чё так бахнул-то нахуй?
The prisoner's eyes meet yours. He speaks not with gratitude, but with gleeful malevolence.
Ah, freedom tastes better than wine. And I can set you free in return. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them, lass. The halls await.
В смысле, а чё он напал на меня, блядь? Вот и спасай зэков после этого. Здорово, Максим. О, можно полежать на диване и отхилиться, воу. Прикинь, Gold Mix, можно на диване полежать и отхилиться. На меня какой-то зэк напал. Еще. Зачем-то. Я один проходил первую локацию на хард только благодаря абузам, наверное. Хуй знает. Я на нормальной сложности играю. В смысле? Ты чё дверь закрыла, блядь? Ты чё, ебанашка? В дневнике. И сложность на острой радости, конечно, very hard. Я в такие игры никогда не играл, поэтому Надо было вообще ультра изи сюжетку выбирать тупо. И не читать ее. Бля, нахуй тебе череп. Перегонный куб.
Everything's spick and span. Nothing left to do, really.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Золотая чаша, золотая.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
А ничего, что я убил двоих там, блять, охранника и заключенного снизу.
Норм.
Пока этого никто не знает, в игре прикольные проработать систему крафт. Например, можно соединить оружие и ядовитую бочку, и получится на него ядовитый урон.
Is he? Oh well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they? Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been...
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with them. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Мы направляемся в Форт Радость. Как хорошо. Здорово, Зарарей. То Divinity Gold Mix. Секрет. Выйти. О, господи, кровища какая.
Good God, there's...
Я хотел залутать трупик. Тебе жалко, что ли, блядь? Жмура.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you.
Угу. В стукачки меня хочет записать.
Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
Понятно. А есть? Нет, походу, да? Ну ладно. Что, мне надо узнать, кто убийца?
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. It's a small ship. His name was Finn. Oddball. Looked to me like he saw something he wished he hadn't before he came here.
In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending.
We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
Be good, you scallywags.
Как, блядь, сдвинуть ящик? Это что за псина, блядь? А дети тоже заключенные здесь?
One of us would picking us off one by one.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch. She chuckles.
Блять, случайно скипнул.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice, deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being... I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping,
Все, у кого есть вне закона.
thinking of someone back home. A very special someone.
Tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together. Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable.
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sob story somewhere else.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the
A scruffy
Majesty's
man
help.
lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded.
Ох, бля.
A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Бля, что-то в Геншин заебывал тон на чтение. Я чувствую здесь 10 тонн чтения.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this trampy fan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now,
Прощай.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Majesty's
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy. Away from... no. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. The joy, I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
That has the Magister's more concern than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Not interested in the son of the divine himself? I don't blame you one bit. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, dwarf!
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name!
Как меня звать, блядь?
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
One of them. I know it.
Would you put a...
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips.
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, Ghetto. You hear that?
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magister's more concern than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me.
His eyes snap open. He looks at you and frowns.
Murder? Ah, that's what they were going on. I wouldn't know anything about it. I kill a man. He knows who done it. His daddy knows who done it. And the mayor knows who done it too.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets...
His eyes flutter shut, and he assumes his position of repose once more.
Whether they catch me is another matter, but I ain't one to hide my accomplishments.
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
You look like a girl to me. Listen if you're interested, or get gone if you aren't.
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest.
The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you, the unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, The groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And? Eh, a common sort of sound, isn't it? Where there's... That's all you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, kiddo. Good news.
Classify this slop as food. I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
The Magister's more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Yeah, no indeed, kiddo. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll
На
over.
ютубе, не в тиктоке. У меня тоже.
That'll be all, thank you kindly, kiddo.
Ну, хотя несколько сотен просмотров, конечно, набрал. Но не так, как остальные.
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd.
Stay away from the Magisters, sister. They killed that fellow back there. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but I know it all the same.
На драматичных крутках больше, чем на всех. Ну, драматичные крутки, да, что набрали дохуя.
How dare you classify this slop? Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
My, we are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. I'll soon remedy that. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook? Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Yes, I can tell from your vagabond
С
sheet.
снимком
A bag
сравнивают,
is
ну
as
да.
good as a shirt kind
Только
of
я не понял,
style.
почему,
I
правда.
shouldn't be getting my hopes up.
Один чел сказал похож. Чем похож, хуй знает.
On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
It was one of them. I know it. Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate. They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
Goodness gracious me, what a bore. Off with you.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall.
Tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mest. Your kind always hung closest to our line, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with
Ah, there you are.
Только цвет. Ну, это два чела даже такое написали.
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly, deathly allergical.
The young woman seems about to raise her hand, but quickly remembers herself and nods pointedly at the excited children.
Who indeed? Why, my name is, Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb.
The children break out into giggles.
I say, it is.
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Кого-то потом в группу возьмешь? Не знаю. А типа группу я, походу, должен составлять буду из вот них.
Like yourself, maybe. I don't mind the kiddies, usually.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though. Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over.
Good luck, Chief.
Name? The Divine Order wants to know. Not so fast. Name? Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
В каком списке меня у него нету? Чё, блядь? Долбоёб, что ли,
The
блядь?
elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail.
Maybe that has the Magister's more concern than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing.
He reaches out and examines your face, tugging at your ears and prodding your nose.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural... You have my apologies. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
One of us will kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
We just skipped to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
You think me mad?
Mad?
Ah, yes. The niceties.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... Well, I am... It is pleasurable to meet you. Is there? Wherever do you keep it? Certainly not in your books. I have been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into them. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather... Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already.
One of us will kill.
No. I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your god. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Now please, run along. I have a world to decide.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your...
Less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty.
Here's the register, ma'am. Good, good. Magister Williams has just about done with you fair and okay so far.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Trust me, With Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-walking, you know. You head on in now. Williams will get you.
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill. You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter? Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect you know all about it. Do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair
Бля,
of
сундук не
nervous
дали
magisters.
залутать.
They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Ну да, ну пригодится еда-то по-любому же, да ведь? Там похавать надо будет.
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end. Good God! The woman's mad! You there! Sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister C-1. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet. It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene. Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Это за шо? Та за шо? Здорово, Шиппи.
What's happened?
О, сюда нахуй. Ебать, одни кишки остались от чела. Вот так вот, блядь. Так, а где ключ? А, в смысле? Все мертвы? Все мертвы? Но этот жив. Ну, кто-то мертв, кто-то не мертв. Вот... А, ищейку нахуй разложила, блядь, на кишки. Типа заключенные живы, а эти не живы. Да? Дела нормально, нормально, нормально. Нормально. Так. Посох, расколотый меч. А как все положить? А чё я на shift сделал? Как перемещать в другую ячейку? Gold Mix, ты знаешь или не знаешь? Можно же как-то, наверное. На Азии в Геншине Ага завела. С баннерной Чикамона выпала. Бля, бывает. Такое, конечно. Убрать из товара, блядь. Что значит убрать из товара?
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl through them.
No.
Кусок плоти. Поедать конечности. Ну-ка, это спит все еще.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
Ну так вот, я только что прочитал это. Только что об этом прочитал. Ебать, здесь сколько палуб-то? А вот эти что-то не умерли. Как же я умен, блядь. Просто пиздецки. Да? Оружие можешь сломать. Да это похуй вообще. Это что, щепки? А где прочность? 19 из 20 прочности осталось. Ну а как еще было бочку разъебать? Ну ладно, или можно было перенести ее просто.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering.
No. What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to. please. I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands. Indeed, just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so...
The skeleton shrugs casually and returns to his book. The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is, a warning of death fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Да что за хуйня, блядь, на ютубе, сука. Голдмикс, сиди на ютубе, бань ботов, блядь. Уже второй, блядь. Они, походу, по тегам, блядь, ищут, что ли. Всякую хуйню.
What was...
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix. Take out your blade!
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. Rix looks to his companion, who then looks to you. They drop their hands to their side.
Go on then. Find a place to hide and stay there.
В смысле найти укрытие и сидеть там?
You need to find a hiding place. And quick.
What will happen to us?
Bishop Alexander. If Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
Испачканные штаны. Ну, штаны-то, блядь, не похожи. В принципе. Бой! Next door. Мерзкое... Что? Мерзкое исчадие. Фу, блядь, какое же мерзкое исчадие. Ваш ход — бежать с поля боя, отложить ход. Фу, исчадие отравилось. Тупое, блядь, исчадие. Хорош меня пиздить, исчадие ебаное. Да чуть в яд не зашло. Бля, тут везде нефть. Везде нефть. Ух ты, нихуя себе. Это еще что, блядь, за крякен? Вот опять бот, блядь. Что за хуйня? Ой, бля. А дождь потушит огонь? Какой тег убрать, чтобы эта хуйня прекратилась? Интересно, блядь. А чё не гаснет-то, бля? Дождь идет, если чё.
Привет, сексуалка. Что? Посексим?
Здорово, Ника. Здорово. Что случилось? Где что случилось? Тут боты атакуют какие-то, блядь, с порнухой. Жезл какой-то. Облако пара снимает горение.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Ну го, убьем всех.
There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear? Had to open your big mouth, didn't you?
You should never leave someone behind.
Убьем всех своими действиями. А это что, магистр Сивен? А почему он жив?
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding.
Или она? Как ее спасти?
The Magister lies on the floor.
Угу. Хочу магистра Сивен спасать.
Wait! Voidwoken!
Угу. А со спины по червю дохуя будет? Интересно, или похуй?
Beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch. Glory is mine.
They who are about to triumph salute you.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Или похуй куда бить со спины червю? Или это работает?
Let the games begin.
А, критический удар в спину работает, да. Они типа все бегут наверх. А где этот, блядь? Мертвый, нахуй.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister C-1's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror.
Как
Blood
жгут
pours
лом.
out from around the bandage. Magister C-1 reaches out to you, her hand flailing.
Бля. Прижать
It's
тряпку.
working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. C1 clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan. Then...
It's ripping the ship apart!
Все, я проиграл. Ну вот, поиграли, бля, Gold Mix. Как говорится... Опять бог, блядь.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Ник, ты там или не там уже?
We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Я выжил?
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone...
Не, ну и может и не из-за тегов. Но уже такое было с какими-то играми, блядь. Может и не из-за них. Я, по-моему, убирал теги и было один хуй так. Но что-то слишком часто, блядь. Ну, у меня вот только вот такой выход, блядь. Я вижу. Установить follow мод. Ну, по-моему, кстати, на Твиче есть хуйня. Там челы могут писать только после какого-то определенного промежутка времени. Или типа того, блядь. А, нет, тоже чат только для фолловеров. 0 минут все фолловеры. Ладно, оставлю, короче, follow мод на ютубе. А то что-то заебали нахуй. Ракушки мне... Я не вижу даже ракушку, блядь. Вот тут теперь все белое. Мне не нравится цветовая гамма игры.
Бонжур, ёпта!
Здорово, Али. Подпишется, начнет спамить. Ну как подпишется, так и отпишется. Так, Goldmix, мне нужны ракушки. Бля, так слишком темно. Вот, на 50% нормально. Короче. Не особо. А шептун трава. Ну ладно, я выкину. Я съел ее, блядь. Я ее съел просто.
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old... This statue must be 1,000 years old. Wonder how much longer it'll last.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to dwarves.
Отторговать с гномами разрешает тебе мама с папой? Так, значит, на тебе лук. Деньги есть у тебя? Нет, блядь, ракушка, детский деревянный кубик. Чё, лук нужно тебе? Лук. Лук надо? Ну не надо, так не надо.
The child considers your statement.
If you're just a person, you're one of the smallest I've ever seen. Hey, I'm just a kid.
I'll grow up, you'll see, and then I'll...
He pauses.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
На ее, это же он, по-моему, не?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway. But you didn't die. I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary. There isn't anywhere safer. You'll see.
Будем крафтить. С помощью С.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Го попробуем отпиздить. Это все для крафта. Так, это я уже слышал. А есть какой-нибудь AYAYA дамаг? Отвлекли, а я что-то спрашивал тебя и забыл, чё? Ты, говорит, я тебя знаю. Меня знает какая-то, блядь, какой-то опарыш, нахуй. Какого-то хуя. А есть какие-нибудь репосты здесь? Что за очки истока? Это очки истока? Или чего, блядь? Не хватает очков истока, исток заглушен, читать заклинание невозможно.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Drowned and eaten by a voidwoken. I wonder in which order.
А, когда сниму ошейник. Тихо, блядь. Что это такое, блядь? Белка на мертвом коте, блядь? Что нахуй? Нож. Я рецепт нахуй выучил, бля, ёбаный рот. Я могу перевязать карманный нож к палке. А мне бумажки нужны или их можно выбрасывать? Или инвентарь резиновый? Или сколько весит? А, они весят. Не, инвентарь не резиновый. Так что она не сдохла, но ты от этого ничего не получишь. И она у меня сдохнет. Ты чё, какое, блядь, куда кого вести? А она будет просто ходить за мной? Выбрасывай, что прочитал, или продавай, но это не стоит нихуя. Книга 5 стоит. Это голды они стоят или бронзы, блять? Или тут нет такого? Ключи мне тоже нахуй не нужны, да? Я ими уже, блять, воспользовался.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out.
А сколько тиммейтов может быть здесь? Много? Я могу взять всех. Всех посмотреть можно и взять.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Ты ищешь. Ну, короче, 4 человека в тиме, да?
Memories.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against you.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the Seven have mercy. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent...
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between.
Брать только одного тиммейта, но я видел, да, я помню, вчера читал таланты какие-то. Но я-то буду играть с фулл тимой же. Наверное. Ну, то есть не наверное, а да, хули нет.
The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined and my throne I shall have.
Позвать может вместе даже сможете вернуть ему трон. Сказать, что он... Пусть падает мне на хвост.
Tag along? Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foibles you seek to fix? On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. Fine. I act on one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island.
Бля, вот как удобно, можно мышку не юзать. Вот бы в Геншине тоже, блядь, был выбор диалогов на 1, 2, 3, 4, блядь. То есть выбор ответов.
You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? Oh well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do then. So, now that that's settled, first thing, even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out, it goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Finesse is a condition one should assume in any situation, from dining to discourse to dueling. What situations do you have in mind? Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and...
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, My Lord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let's...
Так, ну ладно, пойдем дальше. Ракушки, значит, ракушки. Белые грибы, это мне надо.
A black cat. I like cats, but I wouldn't eat a whole one.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
Чё, блядь, у меня за зверинец? В смысле? Сырое камкатовые потроха. Я хочу поджарить потроха, блядь. С грибочками и травой. Не работает почему-то. Так, или я не могу без рецепта готовить. Или вообще как, блядь, тут можно готовить? Как в Зельде не получится. Типа надо именно рецепт иметь. На обум нельзя ничего приготовить. Ну что может быть очевиднее? Чё я, блядь, сделал? Что может быть очевиднее огня и мяса, блядь? И соединение огня с мясом.
I know nothing of any Verdus.
Так, тут больше нет нихуя, да, походу? Это что за чел?
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
Просто костер был, ну. Ну, ты кладешь мясо в костер и жаришь мясо костер. Или там надо эту, блядь, сковородку, да? Надо сковороду. Бля.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
Берем камень. Это самое, ложим его на костер и жарим мясо на камне. И я так видел. На ютубе делал чел. Только, наверное, камень прогреть уйдет много времени. Бля.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
Деле с кувалда, бля.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Master.
Что это такое? Еды в том числе. Ну, полевая кухня, рыба, любой предмет. Что за полевая кухня, во-первых? Винная бочка, пивная бочка. В пивной бочке можно что-то приготовить.
Привет, сексуалка. Что, посексим?
Здорово, Карлин. Почему игра не озвучена еще? Я устал читать уже.
Stay silent, dwarf!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void, Alice.
Yes, Your Holiness.
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty. That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this? Better get to it then. A magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days.
I got my eye on you, half-stack. Don't try any of that sauce business on my watch, or I'll do to you what the hell I did to that traitor. No, never heard of it. Hang on.
He suddenly goes quite red in the face, and his eyes flash with anger.
You dare insult the Magister? Scum. I'd have you shackled, but what's the point? Soon enough you'll get that evil sucked right out of you.
Did you see them, miss? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself? They were so close, almost within arm's reach. A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due. The Divine Order's all that stands between believe it or don't. The Divine Order doesn't need our loyalty. They'll save us in...
Так, это мои стоят тут.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble. You, help me teach this beast. He must respect. If not, he comes for you next.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Burrow looks you up and down, sizing up your threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Is that indigestion, or is it... Oh God, not now. Is that indigestion, or is it... Oh God, not now.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this? I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the law on that elf. Anything for a fellow sorcerer, isn't that right? Out of my sight.
Чё, блядь?
I've got my eye on you. I've got my eye on you.
Biffan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his...
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours.
Всех зачистили.
He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
Бля, минус отношений. Нельзя пользоваться чужой наковальней.
Fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after? Oh, I? Looking to buy?
Так, деньги у нее есть. Гидра не знаю, что это гидрофистика. А чё за оружие для умельца? Я его читал.
This belongs to Dallas. Oh, the hammer, as you might have heard her monikered. I'm just having a tinker with it to try to figure it out. You sure you're not looking to buy anything? Yeah, I prefer banter when it's with paying customers. Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know, Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy or shove off.
Что за сумка, Красный принц? А, это его сумка, понял. А, красным отмечено то, что брать нельзя.
The woman looks up as you approach.
What do you need?
$2 книжка стоит? Ну и хуйня. А, я ничего не беру взамен. Я просто отдаю ей. Вот как надо. Воровал то, что нужно было. Вон оно как надо. А чё за красный флаг появился?
The woman looks up as you approach.
What do you need? Ha! The hammer got you curious. Yeah, funny name for a gal like that. When I knew her, the Feather would have been a likelier name.
She nods once.
Clever lass, her. No wonder what Alexander sees in her. Question is, what she sees in him. Oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul, quiet, loved her family. Always seemed strong as I recall, but she didn't come across as no fearless military leader back then. She was just a girl. People do change, don't they?
Уровень повысил, где мой уровень вообще, блядь. А вот опыт я вижу. А чё мне нужно? А, я 2 вкинул. А где, блядь, были эти хуйни? А, и теперь вот у меня дамажит больше, да? Понятно. А это что такое? А, вот, доступно 1 написано. Навыки от предметов. От чего это навыки? От какого предмета это? Требуется оружие ближнего боя. А, парные топоры у меня, да? Типа это от 2 топоров? А это врожденные навыки.
Bless you, maniac.
Пусть будет так вот. А эту можно? Чё она, блядь, вообще выебывается? Я хотел ее взять в пати, а не мужика того. А где? Эльфийка. Это она? Не она. Ее нельзя? Я эльфийку потерял. Может, она здесь? Ну да, она говорит, следуй за мной, и я отвлекся на диалоги и проебал ее. На каком пляже она стоит? Вот она. Она в пещере.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Humans hate us both the same here. This is so strange.
She bows.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout to him to run. I am taken. Wait, before you go. I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for us. Thank you.
Перо, бля. Арбалет. А, надо что-то одно выбрать.
Ah, my friend, what do you need? It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magister's in this cave. We trust the... I hear of no escapes.
Ее тоже нельзя, я так понимаю, пригласить никуда. Бля, на карте бы... Ну ладно, похуй.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have...
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it?
She laughs and looks around as though taking in the scenery, though her eyes are still covered.
Many people to meet, many stones to turn, and there is a great joy here, as though even if we are here under unhappy circumstances, still I feel it. Perhaps you keep going. Perhaps you make friends with what you see. There is a great passion in every grain of sand. Maybe you find your adventure. I do not mean to disturb you. It's just... Never mind. How do I help you?
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave. Some of us are meant to remain. Some of you are meant to leave. There is my protector, my friend, an elf like me, with a spirit bright as he is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek, a way out. I know I can trust you. I see it. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free. Yes, please ask. Oh, I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they used to be. They are gone now, taken. But I see all the same. It is safer here. We make no trouble for Griff. He makes no trouble. My home is far. Your language gives me some trouble. We elves... Time, for us, he is a very blind man. He sees things, but you understand when you meet him, after you escape. I knew we must be here. I am not sure how much to explain.
Так, где выход того? А где все люди? А, они прогружаются по мере продвижения. Ты что за хуйня? Я подумал, здесь какой-то голый мужик, а тут и правда какой-то голый мужик.
Ifan curls his lip in greeting, a knowing smile on his face.
So, seen all the magnificent sights of Fort Joy already? I've just got a small errand to run here. But then I'll be looking to get the hell out of this place while I've still got a neck to collar. What a team up.
Наровник. Как дела, как поживаете? Да хуй знает, что-то приболел, походу я. Целый стрим будет эта игра, да.
Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. Two heads are better than one.
Целый
When push comes to
стрим.
shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
Ай, бля. Все болит, нахуй.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need? Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon.
Right you are.
Игрушечный арбалет, чего? А можно просто перетянуть? Нахуя мне не надо. Тут типа, бля, ебать, 5 страниц навыков. Тут сколько? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 ячеек. И в 5 страницах. Что? А как персов менять? Может на F? О, на F-ке. Только F4 у меня, блядь, не работает, нахуй. И даже на мышке не работает макрос. То есть не макрос, а перебин... А, у меня нет, блядь. Я говорю, F4 не работает, 4-го перса нет. Ну, нормы так для каждого перса, то бишь, блядь, 30 умножить на 5, сколько будет? 150? Или как там? А, вот стрелочки, да, вот эти вот, это типа прокачка. И у него тоже есть вот это вот этот, а у меня есть, блядь, что это такое? Простая атака. Он может с 2 рук стрелять. А это что, боевая ветка с бечевкой. 5-6 физического урона. Это одно и то же, да? В смысле, он не может так делать? Типа нельзя? Это двуручный или что? Роскошный меч. Одноручный. Штаны-то я выкинул, а им надо, блядь, ведь. Вот вам обноски. Их же тоже надо одевать. А, у них есть штаны, ладно. Требует ловкости. Сколько у него ловкости? 13. У этого сколько?
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh God, not now. Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? It's just, I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. But it's hardly a group affair. I only need one. In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. You would be too if you'd been here as long as I have. In fact, you should be nervous if you're here at all. I know what they have planned for us, and it ain't. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I'm... Are you interested?
Типа взять этого чела в напарники? Можно. Первого встречного? Просто в напарники?
Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't.
Ты в деле.
Who wouldn't? Fine. The plan's simple, completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out.
Кто нахуй такой, не знаю. Гэвин какой-то, который, говорит, знает заклинание, которое может телепортировать меня отсюда.
It's in quite an unfortunate location.
Освободить тебя. Ну, что-то пиздобольством попахивает.
It's found its way into a nest of crocodilians on a secluded beach nearby. Here, give me your map and I'll show you where to go. I'm glad you're of such a mind. Get that artifact, and you and I are as good as free. Go give those... Mind your manners round Griff, eh?
Here's the goods. Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
What? Who's asking?
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening. Myro. Bloody elves. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. He's not going anywhere. Supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal. You already know the terms. Nothing else to say.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
Like you wanted. Keep it down, will you?
Конечно, мне нужно починить острый камень на палке.
If a magister finds us on you forget my name, here? Keep it down, will you?
Бля, не могу найти штаны вот здесь. Где они, блядь? Их здесь нет, что ли? Какого-то хуя.
Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf.
Take your coin then.
Rest now, or you'll hie yourself to the grave. Frightfully busy at the
Это
moment.
же моя сестра-близнец.
Have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love? And old Dean here would thank you too if he could. Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but...
250 опыта я получил. Ничего себе, я пиздат. Да? Это кто, блядь? Какой-то хасид местный. 72 хп у меня. У него, то есть. Сильный, но неплохая снаряга. Но я на нормальном сложности играю, поэтому отпизжу его на изи нахуй. Он даже не заметил, как к нему подошел камень. Ебать, он лох.
You shouldn't have done that. No, no, no.
Пиздец, и всех отравил еще, блядь. Он его убил или сбил с ног? А что за синяя полоска и белая полоска? Физической броней блокируется нокдаун. Угу. Бля, я попал по себе, блядь. Какого-то хуя, каким-то образом, бля. В смысле? Он мне въебал. Блять, цель слишком, говорит, далеко. Блять. Не угадал. Поспала 3 часа, чё как мало. Бля, хуёво не показывают, сколько снесу я ему.
I'll yield to none.
При этом домой я еще пешком пойду. В смысле, пешком пойдешь домой? А почему ты пешком пойдешь домой? Мой автобус сломался, а он у тебя один? Что ли? Да. Это что такое? А чё ты 3 часа спала только? В Геншин, что ли, опять и играла? Долго. Долго-долго. Да, блядь, чел, блядь. В бесне сидели. Потом легла в 2 часа ночи и потолок просмотрела до 5 утра. Уснуть не могла. Я по себе въебу, что ли, сейчас? Если сейчас попаду. Бля, я не хотел жать, но я нажал. Я не хотел. Яд еще воспламеняется? Расу противника, а кто он, бля, хуй знает. Как, блядь, проверить его расу? Кто будет хилиться от яда? Ну, на нежить он не похож. Слабость, горение, отравление. Я не знаю, кто он. А, он одного воодушевляет только. Сопротивление огню 15%, в воде нет, яду 200. О, или подожди, а нет, у него нет хуевое сопротивление к огню. К яду пиздатое сопротивление 100%. Горение, отравление. Или чего, блядь? И чё, и где тут? Мига. Просто мига. А, если выше 100, у него 200. Отравление на нем x3. А электричество не взаимодействует с огнем? Во, может, гниение наложим? Так, а если же дойти до воды, я потушусь или нет? Мне не хватает на простую атаку даже. А у них нету брони? Бля, кишки кит залутал. Уф. Уф. Ля какая. А штанов, а где мои штаны, блядь? Алло, у меня ж были штаны. Я их выкинул, блядь. Опа. Хотел штаны, получай. Чё, блять?
Farewell, my furry friend.
Взял, блядь, кота, убил нахуй моего. Черт ебаный. Ни за что, блядь, кота нахуй. Ни за что, блядь. Ни про что. Бля, хорошо хоть по кострам бегают и не воспламеняются, блядь. А то мало ли чё. Бля. Где гном? Он только что был тут. И все, гном пропал, блядь.
I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Them that pay the bills, of course. I'll be a rich man when your time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance. It's stabbing time.
Итак, мы гасим. Ебать, лучник или не лучник? Так, все дистанция. А почему такая дистанция низкая? Лепота. Блять. Ну чуть-чуть горит. Я прошел по чуть-чуть горит, нахуй, и все. А он вот, блядь, не горит, да? Вот он не горит. Блять, далеко. И куда он испарился? Угу. А, бля, я думал, этот ходит-то. Что увечье? Бля, я в огонь не пойду. Шок. А что такое шок? Шок это что-то? Типа. О, блядь.
These assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really.
Трупеш никого. Я слышь, кастрюлю отдал, блядь. Ладно, носи кастрюлю, хуй с тобой. Твоя цель сам божественный Ебен Мёст, епископ-предводитель. Подберись к нему и покажи нашему... Отыщи магистра Бориса. Или Бориса. Скажи нашим девиз Глечу Думар. И они узнают это по Луна по Руст Анлон.
So, time to find this Boris fellow.
Вот так вот. Руст Анлон. А где пояс? Который я взял. А где пояс? Я взял пояс. Где пояс? Я не взял пояс. Я нихуя не взял. Чего, блядь? Я нихуя не понял. То есть этого чела прислали сюда, чтобы он попал сюда на остров, бля. Чтобы убить принца. Какой-то Нарин. Бля. Чё-то как-то хуевато мне. Может, го офнем нахуй. Я думал, сегодня получше будет. Но сегодня что-то не особо лучше. Лучше отдохни. Да хуй знает, что-то это. Иногда голова подкруживается. И немного горло першит. Конечно, не сильно. Но что-то неприятное, хуй знает. Я бы лучше на диване повалялся. Конечно. Ладно, потом-нибудь. Потом-нибудь. Потом как-нибудь продолжим. Original Sin. Мало боев, слишком много чтения и мало боев. Вот. А я найду этого чела мертвого на корабле, это не скелет. Так, как там? Так, все зрители. Сохранить. Найдешь, и он пригласится в мой отряд. Получается. Ну вот там ее. Хотя я бы, конечно, выкинул либо мужика, либо этого, блядь, рептилию. Взял бы эльфа и трупа. И еще. И был бы тогда заебись. Педро Паскаль, The Last of Us — это комедия. Интервью. Одни из нас. Вот, пойду вторую серию «Одни из нас» смотреть. Ладно, на сегодня тогда можешь принимать любой облик. Ладно, тогда на сегодня, бля, все. А то что-то, блядь, мне такси. Вот. Там, может, завтра получше будет. Надеюсь. А может, и завтра ничего не будет. Хуй знает. Давайте тогда. Пока.